Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm here to share with you the newest collection and newest releases from Felicity Jane. So we're going to take a look at the February kit, which is Bailey, but I first want to show you some of the add-ons and extras and things that I requested this month. If you didn't realize, I am on their creative team. I've been with them for a little over a year now, so I do get product sent to me, but I also purchase product as well because I have loved Felicity Jane, their products and the quality is so fantastic. So there are some things in here that I purchased and there are some things that were sent to me. So just heads up on that. And I do believe they're going to be having a creative team call very soon. So stay tuned for that. I will be sharing that on my Instagram when that does come up and available, if that's something that they're going to do. They may be adding some additional team members to the team. And so if you've been waiting or interested in something like that, that would be a perfect time to jump in and apply for that. So let's take a look at some of the extras first. So this month, like always, they're going to have some additional add-ons that coordinate with the collection. There are some things that I don't have here. I'm sure there will be some traveler's notebook inserts, some A5 notebook inserts. There will be the Bailey Girl stamp. There might be some bow clips. So some additional things like that that will be in the shop as well. But I did receive the new cotton ribbons, and these are awesome. So they are the colors that coordinate with the kit. And then I'm going to insert a picture here from the Felicity Jane Instagram. They show how these make the perfect crisp bows. So they're perfect for making bows, either to add as an embellishment onto your layouts or projects, or if you do gift wrapping with these kits, they'd be great for that. But you could also just use them as an embellishment. So just adding a layer of ribbon at the bottom of the page or behind something. It's just nice that you have it already color matched to the kit. I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard to color match things when you're bringing in from other companies. So it's nice that it will match perfectly. So that is something that you can pick up in addition to the kit. And then they also have these little black and white beads. These are so cute. They are a bead, so they have a hole all the way through. I have an idea that would be really cute to kind of thread these onto embroidery thread and mix in some little like pendant pieces and make a little swag element. I think would be really cute. You could also make a little embellishment for your planner or for a binder or something like that, or just as is. The hole is small enough that you could also use these as an embellishment and not have it threaded onto something, and would be cute as well. And so I just love incorporating different textures into my projects, so it's not just, ink and paper. I like having, dimensional elements and things like that. So these are a couple of the items that are new in the shop. So you can take a look at those. Everything will be linked down below for you guys. And then I I ordered one of these A5 note to self binders. It's a 6-ring binder on the inside. I did order from the, I think it's like less than perfect section or something like that. It's a discounted price, and Felicity Jane has such high quality and a high standard for quality. So this one, even though it's from the less than perfect section, so it is discounted, there wasn't really anything I could see on here that made it not perfect, unless it's maybe like one little missed stitch, or it does seem like there's a little bit of a fold maybe, but it's not even super noticeable. So if you've been wanting one of these and you want to get it at a little bit of a discount, check out that section because there isn't much wrong with it, and it's a discounted price. So I will have that link down below. But I got this one that is the pink on the outside and polka dot on the inside. It is A5 size, so you could either hole punch and insert the A5 inserts from Felicity Jane. I think they have some other pre-printed like page inserts that you can get, like journaling inserts, but I'm going to be using this for sermon notes, I think is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to find some printables that are catering towards sermon notes and keep my sermon notes all in here. I've done a variety of different things for sermon notes in the past, but I like that I can insert things afterwards, so I don't have to take a notebook with me. I can just take a page with me and then insert it into here once I'm done. I may do some embellishment and things like that, but if you are looking for a place to do smaller pocket pages or planner memory keeping or something like that, these would be great for that as well. So I will link those options. They have one that doesn't have a scallop, and then they have the scallop version in a couple different colors and things like that. So that'll be linked down below. And then I also requested an extra pack of the Essentials white cardstock. This is like my third or fourth package of this stuff. It is awesome. It is 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock, but what makes this really nice is that if you work with a lot of Felicity Jane, it's the same shade of white as the rest of their papers and their products. So if I'm going to be using this to die cut from or to layer behind things, to do my journaling, I know that the white of this is going to match the white of the products that I'm using. For some people that doesn't bother you. For me, I want everything to match. So it's nice that it matches, and it's a really nice quality cardstock. It's nice and smooth. So it's one that I reach for again and again and again. I try not to just use it for scraps and things. I try to use it for projects, but it's such a nice quality cardstock that I find myself reaching for it all the time. So I asked for another set of that. And then here we have the Bailey collection. So as always, you have a couple different options. You can order the collection as a kit, which will come with everything that you see here, or you can order the items a la carte. So if there's only, you know, 1, 2, or 5 different things that you want, but you're not going to use papers, you're not going to use a stamp, whatever it might be, you can order the items individually, or if you want extras of a particular item that you think that you're going to, you know, want a lot of, you can order extras of that. You also have the option to sign up for a subscription, and that way you are just auto billed and auto sent the collections each month. Just note that if you sign up in the month of February, you don't start with the Bailey collection, you will start with the March collection. So if you sign up for a subscription in February and you want Bailey, you do have to purchase that separate from the subscription. So just heads up on that. All that information is in the subscription section over at Felicity Jane, which is linked down below. So let's hop in and take a look at everything that comes in the collection this month. She is super, super adorable. So this is the little thank you card that you get from Felicity Jane. It's a 3x4 journaling card, and in the past they've always been, you know, super cute on the front, and you can definitely repurpose it and use it as a journaling card, even though it's a thank you card. But this month's was so special. It came wrapped in its own plastic because it's got gold foil detail on the front and in the back. So cute. So you can cover this with regular paper and do journaling on the back and then incorporate it as a journaling card. She's a little bit thicker of a cardstock, and it's a matte finish this month. And I'm just obsessed with the soft colors of the kit this month and that pop of gold foiling. I will definitely be pulling out my foil quill pens and adding foil to everything this month to go along with this collection. Okay, so let's take a look at the die cuts. I've already pulled mine all out of the package here. And so you're going to see some, you know, standard elements from Felicity Jane, like bows and hearts and labels, things like that. And then there's just some unique pieces in here. Of course, you've got Bailey the girl. So each month is a girl for the collection. If you've not, you know, seen Felicity Jane before, she is super adorable. I'm loving how, like, sweet and cute everything is, and then she's got this crazy messy bun. That's pretty much my life. So we've got some word phrases, I love you most, love notes. So if you are going to be doing any kind of Valentine's Day crafting or making your own Valentines, there's definitely elements in here that would work great for that. But if you're not doing something Valentine specific, I think that it is neutral enough that you can use it for other projects as well, or, you know, just memory documenting. Just regular documenting in that sense would be fine as well. So some of these do have some gold foil detail on them, even like this little ticket here with my whole heart. Love the gold detail. Just really cute pieces, this little wonky bubble. So some different shapes that we haven't seen before in the ephemera, which is kind of nice, just to kind of change things up. These colors are really, really cute. Some of my favorites, pink, mint, this yellow gold, and matches past collections as well. So you can mix and match. I think like Megan, Brie had some of these same colors. So if you've got leftovers or if you want to take a look at those collections, those would be good to mix and match with this month as well. I like this big bold love piece here. You've got some really cute tags, little box of chocolates. For all you Bible journalers, we've been obsessed with these little wonky rainbows. So there's a little wonky sketch rainbow for you. A little heart strip, little potted plant. We got a bunch of potted plants last spring, and I used a bunch of them on cards, and so I'm glad to have some more because they actually are just fun little embellishments to add on to things. Be mine, and then some labels there. So there's a look at all of the ephemera pieces that come in the Bailey collection this month. And I like to just keep mine in a container like this while I'm working with the collection during the month. And then once I'm done at the end of the month, I incorporate it into the rest of my Felicity Jane stash. And everything just kind of mix and matches well that way. Okay, next up we have the chipboard stickers. So these are kind of different. I don't know, I have never received anything like this from Felicity Jane in the time that I've been getting their kits. These are going to be similar to the big 12 by 12 chipboard stickers that you might see from other companies or be familiar with. So it's very similar to that. So it's a sheet and they just pop out and then they're sticky on the back like a sticker. So they are kind of more of the cream color like their die cuts are rather than like a bright white, and it is coated, but it's like a matte coating. So you could add color to this using like brush markers or different inks or things like that if you wanted to add a pop of color. And just keep in mind it is slightly coated, so distress inks and things of that nature might not play super well on here. You want to use something that's more permanent. But you've got this really fun wreath element, You Are Sweet, some hearts, a little border piece, and a tag, you and me, and these are all individual letters, so you could add little pops of color in there if you wanted to. And again, it is chipboard, so it is going to add a little bit of dimension to whatever project that you are adding those to. So there are those. Next up, we have the felt hearts. So if you got the felt stars, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before, it's really similar material to those. So it's a really nice smooth felt, some dimension, but not too puffy. And it's embroidered with colors that coordinate with the kit. It's a smooth enough felt that I think you could stamp on here if you wanted to. You could use Stays-On ink. That's a permanent ink that's meant for stamping on things like fabrics and stuff. If it wasn't a super detailed stamp, you could add some stamping and make them like little conversation hearts. Would be really cute to add detail into those if you wanted to. So there are the felt hearts. You get 7 of those. Next up are the journaling cards. So these are 3x4 journaling cards. I am doing pocket memory keeping this year, so I am getting lots of use out of these. But if you're not a pocket scrapbooker, you can just use these as regular journaling cards, layer them under photos. You can cut them apart, just use them as journaling spots or cut tags out of them. You can fussy cut out elements. So don't feel like these are a waste to you if you're not a pocket scrapbooker. And one thing that I really enjoy about the Felicity Jane journaling cards, well, there's a couple things. They are neutral on the back, so they are line grid and dot grid on the back, so you don't have to feel like you need to pick a side like some other journaling cards. So you've got room to add your journaling if you want to. And also I like that there is a mixture of some really, pretty printed ones, but then there's some more neutral ones with space to add embellishments. So you can add stamping, you can add die cuts, you can add, some of those stickers or felt hearts or things like that to dress up the cards and make it a little bit more personal. And it also makes it easy to mix and match with other kits or other products or past kits if you want to. So it's kind of nice that there's a variety in that. So you've got this today, tomorrow, always. I think this one would be really pretty if you like smushed some watercolor in the background and colors that match the kit would be really pretty. I love this details card. So there's really some great cards in here and colors that I love and use all the time. So I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of the cards this month. Okay, so there's the journaling cards. Next we have the epoxy stickers. So you get a sheet of 70 hearts in varying sizes. So you've got big to small. In each column are colors that coordinate with the kit. And again, are colors that we've seen in past kits, so you can mix and match if you don't use them all up this month. They are a little bit dimensional, but one thing I like about the Felicity Jane epoxy stickers is they tend to be a little bit not as puffy. And so if you're working in like a traveler's notebook or if you're Bible journaling, it's not going to add a whole bunch of bulk or be difficult to write on the back side of the page or something like that. So it is going to add some texture without being, super obnoxious. So there are the epoxy stickers. Next up, we have the 4x6 stamp set, and this one has some great layering elements in it. So you've got this heart piece here, so it's a solid and an outline. This solid does fit into here, so if you wanted to offset stamp or stamp directly into it and add some color. But I also think it'd be really fun to do like a cascade or like a cloud of hearts and a mixture of just the black outlines and then the solid colors. And there's a smaller version of that heart down here as well. And then this love piece is a layering element as well. So you've got the outline and the solid, so you can either use them together or separate. I love that you have some variety there. Really enjoy this kind of hand scripty font, This Life With You and Date Night. So again, another thing I love about the Felicity Jane stamp sets is they usually have sentiments that you can use again and again and again and aren't just holiday specific or kit specific. They're things that I find myself reaching for constantly when I'm doing memory keeping projects and things like that. And they're sized nice, so if I want to mix them into Bible journaling, I can, or do cards with them. So I really have been able to use them for a variety of projects. So you've got You're My Person, love this so much. I Choose Us, You and Me, Be Mine. And then this element right here is super cool. So it's got date and details. And then I believe these elements will fit into this box. And so you can do a grid or a dot texture. I think it'd be really neat to gold heat emboss or foil that, and it would tie it in with some of the foil detail from the kit this month. Or you can use these as standalone elements and just use them as texture elements behind things. But this piece fits really well on the journaling cards. Let's see if I can find one here. So it fit at the top really nicely. So if you wanted to stamp it on some white cardstock and then fussy cut it out and then attach it to the card, and then if you wanted to add like a number or a circle embellishment or something and have this just as a texture behind it, would be really, really cool. So I love that you've got some versatility with the layering in the stamp set this month. Let's see, in the little XO. So of course you've got some that would work great for Valentine's Day as well if you did want to do something, you know, very specific to Valentine's Day. All right, next we've got this fun little goodie bag. So this is something kind of different. We see something similar at Christmas time in the Christmas kits, but I really love that she included this for this month's collection. So you get this little baggie that comes with a little black and white bow on the inside, which is super adorable, very Felicity Jane. And then you get a little sampling of some confetti mix. And so I love playing with confetti mixes and doing shaker cards and shaker elements, but I don't purchase a lot of sequins, or I find it hard to get sequins that match the colors of the products that I'm working with. And so I love that these are kind of softer colors and give you a nice little mixture. So if you want to play and explore with shaker elements, you definitely have the ability to do that with here. And then the pocket that it comes into or comes in is this really fun kind of polka dot pocket, and it's a really nice plastic. So if you wanted to reuse this and even use this to create your shaker element, you could definitely do that. So I love that even the packaging is good enough quality that you can reuse it for a project. So there's your little tidbits baggie. Next we have the Puffy alphabet. It's this really nice soft pink. I did not intentionally match my shirt to the pink in the kit this month, but it's a soft pink and it's all this like fun kind of whimsical hand-drawn uppercase font. So you've got full alpha, multiples of each letter. You've got plenty of little asterisks down here, which are fun to functionally use as an asterisk or just use as an embellishment on your pages, kind of like you would with enamel shapes. And then you also get a full set of numbers and punctuation. So you get plenty of stickers with the alphabet this month. Felicity Jane alphas are favorites of mine. I reach for these all the time. And so even though they say they're puffy and they are dimensional, it's not, again, not a super, super puffy. And so they are okay to use in traveler's notebooks and some of those other projects like that. Okay, next up we have the 12 by 12 papers. I do have 2 sets. That's what gets sent to us as part of the creative team, but if you order the kit, you only get 1 set of the 12 by 12 papers. And I went ahead and laid mine out like always, A side, B side. So you're seeing the front and the back at the same time, that just for the sake of the video. But first off, I want to say don't throw away the packaging. I know I say this every month, but I have gotten so much use out of these little sheets here that come with the paper packs. So this is giving you a little sampling of the different prints that are in the papers, but they're scaled down. So these are great if you're going to be die cutting smaller elements or like alphas. I like that you basically have two sets of papers. You have the big print and then the small print with these little squares or rectangles. You can cut them out, use them as layering elements. You can cut tags out of these. Great if you're going to be doing Valentine's this year. You can use this to cut out different tags or different shapes and have all these fun patterns on there. So don't toss those. And then just like last month, we were getting a monthly title card here, and I hope that they continue to do this because I saw something really nifty. I had mentioned like fussy cutting it out and using it as a title on a layout or something like that, but I saw Cherie, she's one of the team members, she is documenting, I think in a 6x8 album, and so Felicity Jane has some 3x8 pocket protectors. I don't have any of those because I'm not documenting in that size right now, but they have 3x8 and these perfectly fit in the 3x8. And so she was able to make like a divider piece almost, or like a title card for that section in her binder. And then on the back side, it's got journaling lines. So maybe you want to journal out your plans for the month, or maybe you want to wait till the end of the month and then journal, you know, some key moments for the month, or maybe you have a key verse that you want to be the theme for that month, or, you know, just different things that you could utilize with this card. You've got room to add some stamping detail if you wanted to. Or if you're a planner girl working in a planner, this would be great to add as like a dashboard element in a planner. So I think there's so many different things you can do with just a simple black and white card. I have so many good ideas for just a plain card there. So that was nice that you have something that you can utilize in that way. So here are the 12x12 papers. As always, my favorites. I'm loving the colors this month. So we've got floral and hearts. So of course, each Felicity Jane kit kind of has its staple floral element. So this is going to be our floral for this month, and then a fun black and white heart print. Typically the Felicity Jane papers are like bright and colorful on the front and then a more neutral on the back. So then we have spots and scallops. So it's a pink on pink, and then you've got this fun kind of whimsical scallop stripe. And then don't forget, even the branding strips have nice patterns, and they're usually different from what's on the 12x12 itself. And so I like to cut these out and save them and use them for layering and just adding that little pop of color on a basic layout. Those strips are nice for that. You have stripes and dots, so like a mint and white stripe, and then a black and white polka dot. Hearts and plaid. This is the one that really reminded me of the Megan collection. And then a black and white plaid on the B side. Next up are stripes and flowers. So this kind of soft yellow, and then with a stripe, and then this really fun black and white floral pattern. So it's the same florals here, but just scaled down and in black and white. So it's super cute. And you've got grid and love. So a pink grid pattern. And then this is really cute, black and white love and XO with a few little pops of color in there. And then you've got your solid cardstock. So these are slightly larger than 12x12, so you can either leave the scallop on or trim that off and trim it down to 12x12. So I like that you have those options there. You've got this pink and kind of a salmon or coral pink, and then a more kind of fuchsia pink, and then that mint or robin's egg blue type color on the back there. So there is a look at the Bailey collection. I will have all of the links down below for you guys, so you can go ahead and head on over and order. Those are affiliate links, so just heads up, thank you if you use those to order. There's going to be so much variety on the Felicity Jane blog this month, so definitely be checking out the blog. There's going to be projects for everybody. We're really changing things up this month, and don't forget they do a monthly sketch challenge as well, so that will be happening later on in the month. We've been doing that the last few months, where there is a sketch created and then a group of team members creates based off that sketch. So lots of inspiration for you guys to check out. I will have projects here on my channel as well as over on the Felicity Jane blog throughout the month. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out that description box for all the links. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.